Hey there, it's Jennifer. I am at Michael's today to take a look at what they have out for Christmas. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I am pulling forward a lot of my gingerbread and gingerbread adjacent, I guess, kind of decor this year as the forefront centerpieces and things like that. So I thought we could start here with their gingerbread collection and see what they have. So right off, I'm seeing these two really beautiful nutcrackers. These are about 14 inches tall each. Let's see how much they are. Oh, the prices are on the shelves now. So $29.99 for each of those. So he's a little darker of a colorway with the Christmas tree. He's a little lighter with the gingerbread. And then these trees are really piquing my interest. I love the colorway on these. They're very neutral. I like the tones of browns that are being used. The taller one is going to be $29.99 and the smaller one is $24.99. I should also mention everything right now for Christmas, all of their collections is 40% off. And they do similar to Hobby Lobby. They have the pricing guides right next to the merchandise, so it's easy. You don't have to do any math. You can just check the reference sheet and see what the discount's going to be. They have this really cute countdown here for $39.99, and then this is a magnetic gingerbread that will scoot its way all the way across. I do like that they're using different shades of brown on this to give some dimension to the design. I think that's really pretty. And then their little figurines. The tree here is cute. This one is kind of leaning to the side. I don't think it's really supposed to be doing that so much. It's supposed to be a little more straight like that one. These are $24.99 before any discount. And then they have the little girl and the little boy for $19.99. These are only about, at the most, 4 inches tall. The tree is probably 8 inches tall, more or less. So these are kind of on the smaller side. So for $20, even after a 40% discount, I think is kind of a lot. So I would either probably wait for a steeper discount, or if you can stack any some of that bonus cash that you can get through Michael's, if you're a member, add it up there and try and get the best discounts that you can. This is one piece I really wanted to see today. This is the gingerbread Santa. He's going to be $39.99. He has that beautiful Christmas tree and he's holding a lantern. I think that is really, really pretty. They also have these trees here in two sizes. This is the smaller of the two. It's probably about 10 to 11 inches tall. This is going to be $29.99 before the discounts. It's covered in glitter, but I kind of like how it looks on here. I think that's really nice. And then this is the taller one. This one is probably closer to 14 inches tall. They also have this crate here for $29.99. North Pole Milk and Cookie Company, baked fresh daily since 1896. This would be great in a kitchen. You can put faux plants and florals in it. You can put hot chocolate packs in here. A lot you can do with something like this. That's really nice. That's all wood. And then they have this pack of wood beaded garland in the natural wood. This is a 9-foot long strand for $16.99. And then of course they have mugs. These are on the smaller side as far as coffee mugs go. I would definitely have to refill this multiple times. See if there's an ounces on here. 10.1 ounces, I think it says. $12.99 for that. So you have the gingerbread house that goes most of the way around, and then the gingerbread cookie handle. And then you have the snowflake pattern on this one, also for $12.99. It looks like it's going to be the same ounces, a 10-ounce mug. What I thought was really cute though is this little plate. This is more of an appetizer size plate for $14.99. And let's see, and this is food safe, but it is not for use in the microwave, and it has to be hand washed. They also have this loaf pan here. Now this is microwave and dishwasher safe. It is also oven safe, so you can bake something in here. On the inside it says "Oh Christmas Sweet," and this pattern does go all the way around the loaf pan. You can kind of see it has a ruffle edge to it, so your item that you bake in here is going to be ruffled, I guess. It'll have some dents into it to match the pattern on the loaf pan. And this is going to be $24.99. They also have a really cute set of ceramic measuring spoons for $19.99. And they have a couple of different gingerbread houses. So they light up. See, this one, yeah, white light on this. So it looks like that would be the front. It does have a chimney on the top, a window on the one side and on the other side, and two on the back. I do like it when the gingerbread houses have some kind of detail on the back as well. So I like it for that reason. And then they have a taller version here for $39.99. Has a little chimney, window on the side, and window on the back. Those are really cute. They're both covered in glitter, but they're really pretty. They also have these glass ornaments here. There's two patterns. I don't see a price on these though. Hopefully I can find that soon. And it wouldn't be Michael's without some kind of shelving here. So this is gonna be $69.99, so $70. It is really pretty. Definitely matches the gingerbread collection. The white detail on it, on the roof here, it is raised up like a wood applique on there. And then you have the cutouts on the sides for the windows and in the back, on the back side of it as well. So it will bring in a lot of light. The windows are on both sides. I think that is really pretty, but $70. It's a little steep. And that's the before sale prices. And again, everything right now is 40% off. They of course also have their version of the gingerbread pillows. They have a boy and a girl option. This is the boy with his green bow tie. It's $34.99. And this is the girl option with the green bow on her head. Same price, $34.99. They also have just a plain brown pillow here in that same fabric that the gingerbread cookie shaped pillows are in. It's just plain on both sides, and it's going to be the same price, I believe. I don't see a price tag on it. Well, that has the actual price on it because they moved the prices off the tags onto the shelves. And yeah, if I can find a price, I'll put it up here, but my guess is it's going to be pretty close to the $35 mark like the other pillows. They also have this more lumbar shaped pillow here. This is going to be $39.99 with the crushed velvet and the embroidered Christmas trees. They are really pretty. They do have little felt snowman on the four corners as tassels on this pillow. And it's just solid green, whatever, a cotton fabric on the back. It does not have a removable cover. They also have these really cute gingerbread inspired reindeer. So the tall one standing up is $16.99. The one sitting down is going to be $14.99. They are of course covered in glitter, but I think they are really, really pretty. This tabletop piece is also going to be $19.99. It has the 4 wood block trees on the platform here that says Merry Christmas. This is definitely their showstopper piece for this collection. It's an extra large jumping reindeer for $130. The green velvet bow on it does have that platform in black. You can put some greenery under here, make it look like it's jumping through the greenery. That is really beautiful. They also have these flocked reindeer here in 3 different colors. They're all the same price, $34.99. So they have the dark chocolate brown, the medium brown, and then the tan or beige color. They all have the same design with little bells around the wreath of the neck there. This is the size of one of them. So it's probably about, yeah, maybe 8 or 9 inches tall at the very top point there. And then the standing one is going to look like this. The bells are on the opposite side, so they would be facing each other if you wanted to see all the detail around the wreath. They're all the different colors are built the same way. It's just the color flocking that changes between them. I think these are really beautiful. I do like the dark chocolate brown, and I like the cream. The middle one is a little too neutral for me. It doesn't give me enough contrast that I like, but it might work with your decor, so don't take my word for that. But these are really, really pretty, and I love that they're new for this year. These little tabletop pictures are really cute too. They're quite hefty, substantial looking and feeling. So you have the metal copper bow at the top and the wood block, and that's a tile on the inside. $24.99 for these. Yeah, it's a ceramic tile in there. That one's gonna say warm winter wishes with the tree and Merry Christmas with the Santa. I do like that kind of old-fashioned, almost sketched look for these images. I think they're really pretty. This one also is more of like an olive green, and this one is almost like a mustard color. And they have these candle holders here. I can get one out. Wow, those are really heavy. They do have that mercury glass on the inside, so you have the one in the brown and the one more in the olive green. These are $30 each. That is really heavy. It's got a lot of weight to these. They have kind of like a pine cone look to them, I think. Those are really nice. You have those forever, if not many, many years. These ornaments are $9.99 each. There's two different styles here. So you have this pine cone one. It does have that old-fashioned oil rubbed bronze kind of topper on it there. That's really, really nice. And then they have one that's like an acorn. Really pretty. Again, it seems like there's a lot of collections that are pulling through that like woodland, natural aesthetic theme throughout their collections. I think that's just another example of how they're doing that. They also have two different wood block signs here. There's no way to hang them on the back side. It's just plain flat wood here, so it'd be more of a tabletop sign. It says joy to the world. These would be good for shelf styling, I think. And then this one has the rivets on the sides and says peace on earth in a different darker colorway. Now these houses I think are really pretty. You can take the roof off of them. The roof is just wood, and then the bottom is glass, and again it has that mercury glass look to it. So you can put some tea light candles in there. These are going to be $29.99 each, and they have the two styles, same price for each one, either one I should say. They have the wider one and the taller one there. And they have their version of the Santa Claus bust. This is $19.99. It's smaller than the white one from Walmart. It's more like the size of that flocked red velvet one that we saw at Walmart. More that size. You can kind of see in comparison to my hand how large it really is. $19.99 before the discounts. I do like this. I do have a Santa bust at home already that is kind of a neutral colorway like this, but a bit bigger. So if I didn't have that already, I probably would scoop that up because I just really like this one. And to go along with the flocked reindeer, they have the flocked Christmas trees. So they have the same three brown ones. They have that dark chocolate brown, the lighter brown, and then that beige and tan. But they also have the green in the tree, and this is what it's going to look like. You got 4 tiers on it. They're all going to be $34.99. I would say it's about 11 inches tall on these. They also have this reindeer head bust, I guess you'd call it, $39.99. It's only in this one color. It's that medium brown color. And similar, they only have this in one color, that medium brown. $24.99 for the flocked pine cone. They also have this tray here. So you got the wood tray with the metal reindeer handles on the sides. The tray does have little wood beaded feet here. $39.99 for this. It's about 1.5 hands across. I'd say it's maybe like a 14-inch diameter on there, more or less. That's really pretty. Again, it's a beautiful serving tray if you are into entertaining for the holidays. They also have this framed picture here of a reindeer for $19.99. It does have a classic picture frame stand on the back and the little hook that you can put it on a wall hanging if you want to. That's just a nice, simple little nod to the holiday. And they have these two wall hanging pictures here as well. I really like these. These are $34.99 each. There's a lot of glare on this. Hopefully that helps with some of the glare so you can see better what it looks like. I love that sketch look for this Santa picture. I think that's beautiful. Again, $34.99 for these. And here's the other one of Santa in the snow by the tree. Again, $34.99 for these. So well done. $39.99. They have the copper sleigh here. It's a good size. You could put some trees in there, a faux Christmas plant, something like that, or a faux wrapped gift. That would be really pretty. You can make it into a centerpiece. So many things you can do with sleighs like this. Do like the copper colorway on this as well. And for $60, they have this gingerbread countdown to Christmas. It's all wrapped in plastic, which I can definitely appreciate. Those are little drawers that are going to slide in and out so you can put your things in there. This collection also has this canvas wall art here. It's probably about 16 inches tall. It does have a switch on the side, so it's going to light up. I just can't see how or where the lights will come through because it needs batteries. I'm also not seeing a price, so I'll have to look that up and put it on the screen there for you. But that is really pretty. Definitely has that more brown sepia toned look to it. Similar on the price. There's no price on this one either. This is probably 18 inches long, maybe 9 inches tall. Has that nice copper tin backing on there. Similar to some things we've seen at Hobby Lobby over the past few years. It says, "Merry Christmas, be glad, be joyful, be blessed." I do like that one. And they also have this wall hanging here. It's of a sled and it has the tree on it as the base of the sled, the metal ribbon. This is more of a green colorway of the paint job on Merry Christmas. The ribbon is more of that copper colorway. It's really pretty, very different than what we've seen in some other stores. I do like that one for that. And again, I'll have to put the price on the screen because I'm not seeing it here. And that is going to do it for our trip into Michael's today. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribed, and I will see you in the next one.